What can parents do to help children understand their feelings during this pandemic?
It's almost a grief of this is not the way it's supposed to be. And by definition, that is grief, that we had life pictured in a way, and now it's not playing out that way. Now we're in survival mode trying to figure all of this out. And usually we're only surviving in one area or another. Now we're surviving at work, we're surviving in marriage, we're surviving with our kids are surviving in all those things. Our community is even surviving in all of these things, trying to figure out what's going to come next. What does the next day even look like? And because of that, when we live in that survival mode, it really stresses our resilience to handle things that might not be in the norm. And so, a lot of factors working together to create real tension and stress on relationships in the home.
How important is it for children to have a routine?
And if you throw in kiddos who are really dependent on a routine and knowing what's coming next, and now their routine is totally changed, it's a real adjustment period. And then put on top of that, parents that were going to work are now trying to work from home while also homeschooling, while also dealing with their kids' needs all the time. And what you get is a lot more stress than you normally would. And it's not because people are not handling it well. There are just a lot more things to handle all of a sudden. I think routine is almost a bittersweet thing, that it's a two-edged situation. Our kids thrive on the security of knowing what's next. And and the more black and white thinker you are, the more that comes into play. But if we build a system, a routine that is so rigid that they always know what's coming next, then we also create a system that doesn't allow them to adjust well when life doesn't go that way. And we all know that life does not usually go according to plan. And so helping our kids understand and not being so rigid with their routine is actually preparing them for as they grow older and having and there being more negotiable things in their life that it's actually helping them.
How can parents give their children hope that things will get better?
Hardship produces character, and character produces hope. And that's what we're all shooting for, right? Is hope in these dark times. Well, if we recognize that it's hardship that produces the character, that produces the hope, we can look at this time and say, "Ooh, what a character producing moment," right? um, and so let's work through that together. The other thing is, I think, as parents, allowing our kids to struggle through this. And for many of us parents, we work so hard to try to keep our kids from struggling, and it's with totally good motive, right? We just don't want our kids to hurt. Um, but one of the unintended consequences of that is we don't build confidence in them that they can do hard things. And now they're faced with hard things and they're wondering, can I do this? And I want them to know the answer is yes, because we were created to be able to do hard things.